Education and Entrepreneurship Department under the auspices of the National Youth Service Corps says its vision is to develop a culture of self-reliance in Nigerian youths for sustainable job creation towards national development, which will create a platform that will facilitate access to young graduates to requisite skills and resources necessary for successful entrepreneurship as a means of enhancing national development. This is the focus of our discussion today on Saturday Discourse, where we will be joined by the FCT NYC State Coordinator Ngozi Shokpeka Winifred on today's Saturday Discourse. I am Abdullah Hajia, your anchor. We'll be right back shortly after this time out. All right, let's begin with the news. ASR Africa, an initiative that touches the lives of Africans through funding and execution of projects that relate to education, health, and social development, has awarded contracts for the construction of 500 capacity lecture theatre in Nasarawa State University, Kefi. Nguse Preve reports.
In line with its commitment to improving the lives of millions of Africans, enhancing the educational infrastructure, advancing healthcare facilities, promoting social development, among others, ASR Africa, the brainchild of Abdul Samad Rabiu, founder and executive chairman, BOA Group, has taken its philosophic favor to Nasarawa State University, Kefi, by awarding contract for the construction of 500 capacity lecture theatre. Vice Chancellor of the academic institution, Professor Saadatu Hassan Liman, thanks the initiative for supporting the university with such laudable edifice.
We are always on the move, going to Abuja, going to Lafia, going to some other places and writing also applications for grants and the rest. And Alhamdulillah, we have been getting so much from that. Yes, and I believe we will continue to move out, extend our hands of requests to so many other organizations. And even Abdul Samad Rabiu, we are not living there, we are also applying again and again.
Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of ASR Africa, Dr. Ubon Udo says, an institution or individuals must meet certain criteria before being considered for impactful project or grant.
This university has grown. It's probably one of the fastest growing universities in the country, and especially for a state university, which is so impressive. So we looked at the rankings and we looked at the quality of the leadership, the vision of the leadership, and what they've been able to attract to the university. And that informs some of the criteria that we use to select beneficiaries.
They are going to maintain the quality. All the conditions assigned will be adhered to. We shall work in collaboration with the contractors to ensure speedy completion and of high quality.
As the foundation for the auditorium was laid, what the Citadel of Learning expects are more of its kind through collaborations and linkages with the outside world. From Kefi, Nguse PV, NTA News.
Yagongo College of Nursing Sciences, Kuje, has reaffirmed its commitment to providing top-notch nursing and medical education, leveraging global best practices. This pledge was reiterated by the Managing Director and CEO at Abuja Taunoma during the institution's second matriculation ceremony held at the school premises in Kuje, Area Council of the FCT. Rosemary Motelet Bilal brings us details.
The ambience was cheerful as 272 students were formally inducted into Yagongo College of Nursing Sciences.
To uphold the lofty ideals of the college
and solemnly declare and promise.
The Managing Director and CEO, Adamuja Taunoma, expressed his gratitude, revealing that the concept of the college was born in 2018-2019. Following his retirement from the civil service, his vision was to give back to the society that he cherished deeply.
We are unique in the sense that we are making sure that quality is ensured. You need to go to our demonstration rooms and see the kind of facilities we are provided. We are very, very much known in the nursing education
Ladies
services
and
in
gentlemen,
Nigeria.
the
When you say
award is
Yabongo
put
College of
together
Nursing
by
Sciences,
the
people know us
SUG
that we are
government
not
of
joking
this school,
in providing nursing
by
education
the
to our
president,
students. We make sure that
Chairman,
we ensure that the students receive quality education as is needed, so that they can compete comfortably
Ladies
anywhere
and
in the world.
gentlemen,
Guests in attendance praised the initiative, noting that it could not have come at a better time. They emphasized that numerous children, particularly those from disadvantaged backgrounds, would greatly benefit from this opportunity.
This school is going to help our community and FCT and Nigerians as well, because those students you are seeing them, they are mostly not only from Kudu, from all parts of this country. And today we are proud of that.
When you look at how this school started, you would know that this person has all it takes to give back to the society. So we congratulate him for what he has achieved, for what he has given back to the society.
For the matriculating students, this marked the realization of a long-held dream.
For someone who has been trying to have admission for a long time and is not forthcoming, but all to the glory of God, today I'm matriculating to his will. So I'm very happy.
Passion is what drives a person to do what they want to do. And nursing is a great profession. I want to specialize in surgical nursing to be able to assist people in the emergency ward.
Just give thanks to God and glory to God for being here, for making us alive, for making us to be among the living. And I want to also thank my school, Abuja College of Nursing Science, because the school is very good and it's I'm just happy.
Yagongo College of Nursing Sciences Kuje is committed to producing high-quality nursing and medical personnel equipped with the competence to excel anywhere without hindrance. Rosemary Moltelem Bilal, NTA News.
Well, our next report that sets tone for our discussion is the cross-section of the views of some individuals and FCT residents on our topic for today. Take a look.
It is a program to teach coppers, to make sure coppers acquire skills, hands-on skills, so they can learn how to turn the skill into a business and make profit from it.
What are you planning to embark?
I'm planning to embark on solar installments and generator
Why
work.
this particular one?
I studied mechanical engineering, so it is very aligned with the course I studied. So I've learned the theory, I want to learn the practical so that I can do hands-on and fix and be able to repair.
Side is very, very important because we are learning new skills. We encourage our fellow corps members to come and learn new skills, tech, ICT, fashion designing, makeup. In fact, it's very, very important. You don't just depend on your certificate alone. You need skills. You need skills so that after this and after NYC, you can, start up something for yourself. You can be an employer of labor.
It is a good plan because of a lot of people in this age, even though it's a digital world, they don't understand the information that are being passed around in terms of education. So I think Said is opening our eyes to different skill developments which we can learn to transform ourselves. So for me, I've always been interested in software development. So for the Said program, I will be doing ICT and also phone repairs. And yes, that was this one. Well, with what the people who have come to explain for us have done, they've really shown interest on how they can develop us. So I think it will be very important for us in certain way because of they are teaching us all from the basics to where we can apply it in the real world.
And the focus is on graduate youths. So we are aimed to empower them, especially now that the economy is not smiling. There's so much unemployment around, and so for those who are graduates already, we want them to go home with one skill or the other so that they can be self-relied. And we provide a mentorship for them as much as possible. We make them to undergo a training we call in-camp training camp, giving them idea to make decisions for the particular skill that they will eventually pick up in our post-camp training outside camp.
Well, beautiful, and if you ask me, I'll say that is the way to go. The emphasizing theoretical knowledge to talk about practical knowledge that gives skills to our youths to be able to be productive. Well, at this juncture, I have in the studio to discuss more on the skill acquisition and entrepreneurship development scheme of the NYC is the Deputy Director and NYCFCT Coordinator Shonepeka Winifred Ngozi. You're welcome to Saturday Discourse, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
And we must say well done for all you're doing for Nigerian youths.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well, let's begin by understanding more about the skill acquisition and entrepreneurship development. In short, we say SAID. Tell us more, or a brief about it, how it started and where we are today.
It's all right. The Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development of the NYC scheme is a brainchild of the scheme, and it's our response to massive unemployment, especially after youth service. So the think tanks of the scheme came together and what's the way forward? And it was clear that beyond the certificate, there's actually the need for all of us to go into skill acquisition. You agree with me? The normal 8 to 4 work, after 60, at age 60, you are out. So what happens? So there is actually the need for everybody, not just graduate youth, to get into skill acquisition as we know it today and entrepreneurship development. So in the year 2012, the scheme came out with this program, and a department was created in the headquarters, and in the state and the FCT, you have the skill acquisition and entrepreneurship development as branches, ensuring that we work on the policies of management to trickle it down to the core members, introducing it to them right from camp and into the service here.
Okay, well, I want to say well done on that also, but let's also begin to look into the specific. What kind of programs do you design, or skill do you now, give out when people go for this program?
All right. I will explain this. The skill acquisition program is in 2 phases.
Okay.
It's introduced during the orientation. You'll agree with me that our school system don't have entrepreneurship. So skill training starts right in camp, where they're exposed to the skills, the set skills we have. You have automobile, you have the ICT, you have agro-allied, you have a whole lot of others. Every core member is expected to identify at least 2 soft skills from the 11 we have to undergo training just within the orientation period, which you'll agree with me is not enough for them to become experts.
Sure.
So when they leave camp, we have what we call the post-camp training, and that one, they start to become, how will I put it now? They become professionals, as it were, in the skills that they have taken. The skills they are introduced to, it's not just the skills, they teach them how to be entrepreneurs and begin to earn a living from that. And the expectation is that by the time they are done with the youth service, they're already employers of self and employers of labor.
Okay, well, let's also understand, is it meant to be compulsory for all, eligible youth corps members in camp, or it's optional?
It is compulsory. If you come into camp during orientation and side program is going on, you won't know corps members are in the camp, because everybody is in their different classes undergoing one training or the other. And the beautiful thing we have done is that so many of our trainers are ex-corps members. They come with their stories, how they went through this same training, and this is what they are today. So it gives impetus to what we're pushing to these young ones, they to come in. And our slogan for SAID is 1 corps member, 2 skills.
Okay, well, you did also alluded to in your explanation, 3 weeks during the orientation isn't enough for one to master a skill to be a professional.
Yes.
So what happens after the 3 weeks of the orientation? Is it continuous during the service year?
Continues.
Okay.
It is called post-camp training.
Okay.
The 9 days of 28 hours during the orientation is in-camp training. It's actually introductory. You see all and you make up your mind. I'm going to be a professional in these two. And by the time you leave camp and you report to your place of primary assignment, along with your PPA and your CDS, you're expected to continue the training until you become a professional.
Weekly, daily, or
weekly?
Okay.
The side program is weekly. Then there are some programs like those in ICT. They run weekend programs. So many of those trainings are online. Some can last 3 months, some 2 weeks, depending on the certification they're expected to get.
Most often, when we get these skills, that is one aspect of what we need. The other aspect now is around startups, capital. Do you also have response along that line, or take skills and go?
Amazing. If you come on Friday, you will watch our core members present their bankable feasibility studies.
Okay.
And we have a lot of collaborators with us in this area. Bank of Industry,
okay,
gives grants. Access Bank has Access Premium, Wema Bank as well, and a whole lot of others. We have lots of people that come in, do on the spot pitching for the core members. The core members pitch and they pick the very best and they sponsor. So it's a massive one for us in NYC. So I welcome you. Come on Friday.
Okay, well, one question I think I must ask you here. In the mix of all this that you're doing, we also mostly hear of the issue of core members wanting to serve in particular places. I believe if we emphasize more of this, Said, I think we'll be de-emphasizing the issue of the so-called, good places that they would want to serve.
Amazing. The minister has made it easy for us.
Okay.
His recent pronouncement that core members should be posted strictly to the areas of their studies so that they begin to practice what they learned in school. So that running to good places certificate, you must earn it before you go there. And with what is going on now, you listen to the core members themselves speak before I came on air, telling you that I'm already in this is what I'm going to do. So we are gradually achieving it. And every one of them know now that we cannot continue like it used to be. I must be gainfully engaged and my hands must produce for me. That's what skill is all about.
Okay, before we let you go, I know through the years of experience, you've seen, the phases of how this aid program, grows. What's your advice? Before then, are there challenges? Then your advice.
There are challenges. There's an adage that says you don't teach an old man to begin to use left hand.
Okay.
Skill being introduced at that stage, it's a bit unsettling for them.
Okay.
You have countries that start skill training right from primary school. Here we are introducing post-university. So that is one great challenge. But we keep pushing and they see reasons, especially when they receive the testimonials and see what their predecessors have achieved. So it helps. In that area, we have that. Then another area is really having people who are entrepreneurs that can really take them on as mentors. We don't have that structured system in the country for now, especially from early stage of education to what it is now. But by and large, we're getting by and we're making very good progress.
It is better late than never. We want to thank you especially for finding time to come on our program Saturday Discourse to educate our viewer and indeed even us here on the program, Said.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's been the Deputy Director and NYCFC State Coordinator, Shonekpeka Wilfred Ngozi, for coming us. Thank you very much. Shokpeka.
Winifred Ngozi.
That's tongue twisting. Well, anyway, thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, we'll move on. Today, the world shines a spotlight on the hijab, a beautiful garment worn by Muslim women that embodies modesty and piety. World Hijab Day calls upon people from all backgrounds to unite in solidarity with hijab-wearing Muslim women and to clarify the misconception that surround them. Ramatu Abdullahi, in this report, tells us more about this year's commemoration.
More than just a dress code or fashion statement, Muslim women wear the hijab as a religious act of compliance with God and as a means of maintaining their modesty.
Actually, hijab is an identity of the Muslim woman, and that identity does not subsume the features of the woman, that she is intelligent, that she is very hardworking, that she is beautiful, that she is a human being like any other human being, full of aspirations.
Misunderstandings about the purpose of hijab and what it represents often lead to negative comments or hostility towards those who wear it. In some instances, the hijab is incorrectly associated with extremism or oppression.
So we are just trying to create that awareness to everybody that please, I'm a Muslim. And the moment you see me, I don't have to explain. So this is my identity, this is a command from my Lord, and let people accept us.
World Hijab Day was founded in 2013 by social activist Nazma Khan and is commemorated every February 1st to stand in solidarity with Muslim women who choose to wear the hijab and clarify the misconceptions they face because of their choice.
But with your hijab on, no man can just molest you anyhow. You understand? So I'm advising our girl child that they should give that respect to themselves for their own good, to have themselves covered.
And even if you're not a Muslim, you can still cover up, because if for anything, it makes you beautiful when you wear it.
The theme of this year's World Hijab Day is Hijab is Unsilenced. Advocates of the hijab celebrate it as a form of empowerment for Muslim women who choose to wear it, emphasizing that it is a deeply personal religious practice deserving of respect and honor. Ramatu Abdullahi, NTA News.
Let's now join Sandra Keme for Weekly News Wrap.
Welcome to Weekly News Wrap, a segment that brings you up to speed with stories that made headlines within the week. I am Sandra Akemi. Now, a functional Abuja light rail system commissioned in July 2024 has been a game changer for residents, easing the burden on the FCT transportation networks. Here is an update on the yet to be commenced ticketing from Idu Metro Free Ride Station in Abuja. Meanwhile, residents and motorists plying Apo Mechanic Road have called on concerned authorities to hasten work on the road to ease movement in the area, as for days the road had experienced heavy gridlock. Moving on, the Inner Wheel Club of Abuja District 910, Nigeria, has provided free medical care to over 100 underprivileged individuals in Kuje Area Council, aiming to enhance their overall well-being. On security issues, some days after the abduction of a family of 4 in Chikakore in Kubwa area of the FCT, the search continued for their whereabouts as police says it is on the trail of the abductors to ensure safe release of the victims. And developed nations are currently caught in the middle of a supremacy battle in the world of science and technology. Meanwhile, Nigeria is not just standing by as teachers and students of the Government Science and Technical College, Area 3, Gariki, Abuja, are leading Nigeria's frontier to become one of the big tech players, converting waste to wealth. In the week under review, the NTA crew visited the school to check out some brilliant works and other innovative moves of the students. And that's the much we can take on this segment. Thanks for your time. The program continues shortly. I am Sandra Akemi.
Many thanks, Sandra Akemi. Now, we celebrate a milestone in the life of a distinguished broadcaster, former Executive Director News, NTA, and former General Manager of NTA Channel 5 Abuja, Alhaji Garba Mamu, as he marks his 70th birthday. On behalf of the management and staff of NTA Channel 5 Abuja, we wish Alhaji Garba Mamu a happy 70th birthday. A seasoned journalist and exemplary leader, he prioritized the welfare of staff during his tenure, leaving an indelible mark on the organization. We join his family, friends, and colleagues in celebrating this remarkable achievement. Congratulations, Alhaji Garba Mamu, and may this milestone mark the beginning of many more years of good health, happiness, and continued service to humanity. Well, on the sports scene, I want to tell you that Nottingham Forest trashed Brighton and Hove Albion today in the early fixture of the English Premier League. Liverpool continue to consolidate their lead on the EPL table after a 2-0 win over AFC Bournemouth. Everton, in their recovery, also thrashed Leicester City 4-0, compounding Leicester's relegation woes. Well, on that note, we want to thank you for joining us on Saturday. Discuss. Let's do it again, same time, same station next week, when we come with another topic on the program. I am Abdullah Hajia. Good evening.